Ready?
Yeah.
Going live. Hello everybody, it's me, it's your buddy. Hey, what's up you guys? It's Nick. And today we are going to be kind of doing this very impromptu live stream. I wasn't planning on streaming today, and then I was like, you know what? Screw it, I'll stream. So today I am joined, basically as always, with Crocs, my good buddy. He's here.
Hello.
And I already mentioned to Leaf. Leaf will be joining me probably in a little bit. He's just going to be busy recording one of his videos because he still makes content on his channel, guys. I don't even get it. But that was kind of the idea. Is like I haven't like built something in Planet Zoo in ages. Like I feel like
uploading, man.
Well, like, literally, like, I've been uploading, but it's more or less a lot of my normal, like, hey, here's the new update, here's the, like, info on whatever, but I haven't, like, built something in a bit, so I didn't record a time-lapse since Africa Pack has come out, because I was going to, and then I was, like, stressing myself out because I didn't have early access. So I was stressing myself out that day. I was like, oh my god, I have to get a time-lapse out. I have to get an update video out. How am I going to show off the baby animals in time? And I was freaking myself out. And I went, no, I'll just do a live stream. And I basically covered everything during that stream. We built the prairie dog mod, which, by the way, update on that. I'm still working on it. The modding tools have been updated, so you may have seen, slowly but surely, mods are going to be coming out. So, as an example, if you were one of the 5 people who didn't actually uninstall my Chainlink mod or my Anaconda mod, those are up to date again, so, you know, you can get those. So, they're back. I think I uninstalled my Chainlink mod because I didn't need it. But, how you doing? Yeah. How is everybody doing today? Drew is here in the chat. I know he just finished streaming. He was playing with Tatooine, his Star Wars build, which, again, I think that was a really clever idea of, like, how to get past the standard, oh, we're building an Africa habitat, everyone needs to build penguin enclosures. Like, I'm glad that, like, Drew thought, like, outside of the box and was like, oh yeah, this is kind of like Tatooine, okay. And then that was definitely a cool idea. So how is everybody in the chat doing? Because obviously I'm letting a little bit of people, like, pour in, because this was very impromptu. I wasn't planning on streaming, and then I was like, okay, why not? I want to build something. So, who is in the chat? We have Philly Sports as always, Genevieve as always, Seth, you're always here, Andy, definitely always here. I think he could be hitting the gold lion soon, to be honest, like, as far as subscribers go. So that's very cool.
Number 1 simp.
Yep. Aldridge, Cyrus, ZZ's here. I hope, you know, I hope you have a good day, too. I hope, you know, that's a really nice thing to say. Hello from Las Vegas. Misa Char Char Banks. Jake Flynn is here. Yep. Yeah, Drew. Yeah, I didn't want to do the typical Moroccan theme or Egyptian theme. Exactly. Like, I totally get that, because it's, like, so easy to just take the theme and be like, oh, well, we need to do Egypt. And I want to do an Egyptian build, but I want to do it my way. So I have already said that I'm going to do an Egyptian build or something, but I want to do it once I update my Dromedary Camel mod for, like, the 6th time. And I want to make a pyramid set. So the current plaster pieces in the game just don't quite cover, like, you can't really make a pyramid out of them. I mean, you hypothetically could if you laid down every individual brick, but ultimately you're going to end up with something that's going to look like a very Minecraft-looking pyramid. So what, like, I was planning on doing is I want to take the architecture roof pieces, and I'm going to be the Arctic wood is a good example. I want to take pieces like this and just make a grid set so that you can quickly just make a pyramid. Like, because I think that is more what people would expect out of, you know, if I was to build a pyramid, you'd want something very similar to this. Obviously using the, like, sandstone texture and stuff, but, like, that is what people are going to be wanting. So that's what I'm planning on doing once I get that, so that'll be really good. But in the meantime, so I have about 30 viewers now. It's been about 5 minutes. I'm going to give people like another 2 minutes or so to vote on what habitat animal they want me to build for. So I have my 4 options: a white rhino, African penguin, meerkat, and fennec fox. White rhino is currently winning with 12 votes, so I think that might be what wins. But African penguin could catch up if, some more people came in or whatever. So the straw poll is right there. You can definitely check that out, and that'll be that. To answer Philly sports questions, Roger Williams will be back once I update my monkey mods. So now that the mods broke again, I have to update my monkey mods. Leaf has to update the howler monkey and the TT monkey. I have to update...
I want to.
Speak of the devil.
Yo.
Speak of the devil and he will show.
How are we doing, everyone?
So, here's Leaf. I know everyone missed Leaf, of course, so he's here today. How you doing, Leaf? How's your day?
I'm doing okay. I recorded, like, probably 3 or 4 videos today, so...
Well, good on
I'm a
you.
little tired, but I'm still having fun with it all.
Like I said, you're a good content creator. You actually, do
I
stuff.
post videos, unlike my 2 colleagues right now.
Well, listen, it's tough.
Oh, I'm sure it's so tough being you now.
Oh, it's horrible.
Oh, yeah.
I have so much... Hey, I updated the whole Safari pack, everyone. There's a couple of issues with it, but all 300 or whatever props in the Safari pack are here. So, like, if I want, I can use some of the Safari pack. And I think I will for today's build, depending. Because, like, my rocks, I really want to use my rocks. Like,
Do you want some
I,
concept art if you're doing Rhino?
if you want to give it to me, I'll definitely take it, because I am interested. But let's just see. So it's been about 2 minutes, so let's check. I believe Rhino is winning, right? And, yep, just to prove that I'm not a liar, here it is. White Rhino wins with 13 votes. So, yeah, it's looking like we're doing a White Rhino in habitat. So, I'm cool with that.
Ooh, very cool.
Alright, so I can get rid of this. So, let us begin. So, what did you have in mind? Send over your concept art, because I'm curious.
You should do a rhino habitat in the shape of a rhino.
Wow.
Yeah, very innovative, I know.
Okay. Okay, that's kind of cool. So that's traditional rhino fence, and that's... I like the fence design. So, let's just find a shape. Because, like, I usually like to define a shape first before making my habitat.
I've sent a good one for shape.
So, let's see. Okay. Okay, yeah, that actually looks pretty cool. So let's... I could kind of base it off of something like that. So I'm just going to rough it out in dirt first, and then we'll...
Dude, let me know if you need some blueprints to put in there. I'm all yours.
Honestly, I might be good. Because, like, I'm... Like... I want to do some rock work. Like, I don't know, I was seeing Drew today on stream, and he was working on, like, his rocks for the Tatooine build, and I'm like, I want to do some rock work. And so, I need to see how big of a rhino habitat it would be.
I've been getting really into, like, combining the faux rocks with the real rocks, and it gives such a really cool texture.
Alright, so, I feel like this might be a little too big. Because I am a proponent of it makes more sense to go too small than to ever go too big. Because you can always expand a habitat, but like it really sucks when like you make a huge area of land and then you're like, oh, this was a mistake, because you don't know how to cover it up or anything. So, as an example, like this is a pretty reasonable rhino yard upon first impression.
Easy, I love it.
Yeah, so immediate thing. I'm thinking like maybe doing a like Bronx Zoo type thing. So could do something like that. And then the big thing with rhino habitats is I like to mess with elevation. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna shrink it down a little bit. Maybe a little. I hate working at like a big scale because then it's just like always like crazy. So
No, it's always hard to get started.
yeah, so let's do like a trench to begin. Because I always like trenches. Trenches are always a good way to separate you from the animal without like any issues or anything. And then maybe over here it is flat. That could be fine. We could probably do like a rhino house or something over here. Now, I'm not crazy about doing houses, but I think I might do a little one. Just because... Yeah, I don't know. I want to do like a nice smaller build. Nothing crazy, just like a nice simple habitat. So imagine like that's a house. Then like around here is just some nice rock work, right?
Yeah.
And then we'll do some rock work over here. And then I'll do a side viewing area over here. And I think that looks good. So now, do I want to do water? I'm debating if I want to have... Because most rhino habitats I have seen in real life, and correct me, you know, if anyone has seen like rhino habitats that differ from this. I have not really seen them really have water.
Not really.
No.
Even the one in Tampa, they only had like a small pool for them.
Yeah, like they'll have like a mud wallow or something. But
Yeah.
I think it's rather rare that a zoo would ever have something that's like, you know.
Which is weird, because you would imagine like a big beast like that, he would need like a little bit of water to cool off. But,
Yeah,
hey.
because at most I've seen like just mud wallows. They're not really, and it's usually for Indian rhinos, if anything.
Yep.
But yeah, like white rhinos and black rhino. I mean, granted, I haven't seen that many black rhino habitats. I've only seen them at Animal Kingdom. But wanted to see them at San Diego.
Oh well.
Now I
You
just,
just
have
need
to
to
go
shell
back.
out like, you know, $1 million to go again.
Yep, that's true. Literally, Julie and I are already talking about like maybe going back like this September. I don't know if I want to. I don't know. I'll have to see, because twice in 1 year seems a bit much, but I'll see.
Emily and I are trying to go to Arizona soon. That's like our next big trip.
All right.
And I'm trying to convince us to go to San Diego just for a few days, but I don't think it might happen. It's like a ton of driving all the way from Arizona.
Yeah. Did I accidentally just get the Savannah Rock color? Like, I got it very, very close.
You know, Leaf made the color palette blueprint thing, you know?
Oh, that's true.
Can you just give me the hex code, do you think?
I think our friend Paka actually has it somewhere. Let me look in... This one, is it underpinned?
Because there's some people who have been doing some like crazy rock work lately, and I'm getting jealous.
What color do you need again?
Savannah Rock.
Savannah, so grassland. That's going to be 977,
One moment.
of course.
977
453.
453.
And secondary one is 896 if you want it.
Yeah, sure. 896
F5B.
896 F5B.
Yep. Methinks, at least.
Maybe hot take. I feel like my color was closer than that. Just like visually, like I'm noticing, because it's not as red as it should be. That's closer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Might just be because of the
Ooh.
lighting.
Yeah. So there you go. Just
Ooh, I can't
saying.
even tell the difference.
Oh well. I have a very good
Well, from like
color
the
vision.
difference between faux and the real ones. That's why I meant.
Oh yeah, because I was like, I have very good color vision like that. Where.
Oh, Remnant's here.
Oh, what's up, Remnant?
Yo,
Hey, how you doing,
Mr. Balboa himself.
Mr. Balboa? Indeed. It's funny. I might be ripping off his series soon because I'm debating doing another San Diego inspired thing. Though I'm
Stop other people.
I'm gonna miss. Or true. That's very true actually, because I'm gonna be I want to combine the safari park and the zoo. And just kind of do my own thing, because I really like Africa Rocks, for instance, and so I want to do something similar to that, but then mix it with like the safari park, like some of the habitats, because I really like the I forgot what they call it, the forest trail or something. It's like the area that has like the warthogs and okapi and stuff in the safari park. I really like that area. But so let's see. I accidentally got the color and I haven't been like using it. Hold on, here we go. 976 yada yada yada.
Yeah, that looks great so far.
Yeah, there we go. So
I'm
how
still
is
waiting.
everybody doing? You, yeah, I like the like you wouldn't be the first.
Mm-hmm.
Cause
I'm
like
still waiting on Remnant to update Twin Palms after all those fish we gave them.
all those fish that we gave him and then ripped away because now you have to update all of them.
Rest in peace.
You know, just wait it out more.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like I said, I will be giving everyone the Africa packs. See, this is why I can't call it the Africa pack, because that just confuses everyone. So, if anyone isn't aware, like, on the modding Discord the other day, I had a whole discussion with, ooh, do I want to use mods? I'm like, do I want to use mods for this, but probably shouldn't.
Are you gonna upload it to the workshop? Is that the question?
Yeah, that's what I'm debating. I mean, I really like them. I won't use mods for this.
Oh.
As much as I want to, because I have my, like, white rhino statues and stuff. Like, I could definitely have, you know, done a cool statue or something. I don't know. I'll see. Or this one. This also could be really cool. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll just use my trash rhino. We'll see.
Those look so nice.
Build
I'm
it.
still so pissed that Frontier didn't give us Kopi rocks for the goddamn Africa pack.
The goddamn Africa pack. Yeah, like, I'm in agreement there, because it's... Here's what I'm going to do. I never do this. I'm just going to make, for now, a custom palette of rocks. I, like, never favorite stuff, but just for now. Because I can just, like, literally just grab all of my rocks that I'm going to use. So that my faux rocks and my normal rocks are going to be in one area. I'm just going to use the bigger ones. I don't even care. So now, if I go into favorites, there you go. I should have all of my rocks. That is thinking smarter.
Work smarter, not harder.
Exactly.
Alright, I should probably start updating more mods because...
Yeah, you could update mine.
Yeah. I already need to do jack.
Yeah, honestly, don't even worry about it. I thought I had a lot more than I actually do. So I only have, for anyone who isn't aware, I only have maybe 15 mods, animal mods, I should say, that I have to update. Because while I have a lot of like old replacement mods and stuff, the majority of them either became redundant through either official updates or through just the game, just, you know, or people making better versions of the mods, i.e. Gen, for instance. Like she kind of made stuff like the need to update my Watusi or my Red River Hog redundant. So
Whoops, I extracted all of the main. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna do the striped hyena because I want that in Kalahari Zoo. I guess that is the name of my zoo.
Africa. Let's add some palm trees. I haven't added some. Yeah, but that, like, I'm worried. I want to add some palm trees, but like I don't want to make my build look like every other build lately. Like, that's a personal thing I have. I hate just seeing everyone's thumbnails and stuff look the same. And immediately my brain just goes into, like, oh, great, it's another blah, blah, blah. Like, it's another thing, it's another rhino habitat, and they all look the same. I really love this drin grass, though, so I'm definitely using that. I don't care what anyone says.
Heck yeah.
It's just such a good grass.
I've been still going hard on the candelabra trees. Those are my absolute favorites
Doom palms.
for like small grass.
Kind of feel. I am feeling the doom palms a little bit. I must admit to that. I don't think I want any of the other rocks, but doom palms I'm definitely feeling. I might use the fever trees as bushes. I think I might enjoy that more than the actual tree. I don't like the logs, like, and I know, you know, we've kind of discussed this, but
I know the bark of the tree doesn't look too good, but it's still such a beautiful. It's like perfect for making areas nice and shady.
also they definitely changed the color of the savanna grass. By the way, it's a lot more green now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, damn, they did. That's nice.
I'm not crazy, right? Like, that's definitely not the same colors
Yeah,
it used
that's
to be.
very different. Shoot, we should have, like, kept the files from before.
Yeah, I know, because, like, I know Jesse was, like, mentioning that he's like, oh, yeah, so, like, what change? And it's like, we should have kept track of that sort of stuff. But hopefully everyone enjoys it. Hopefully the next update doesn't break Planet Zoo mods. I would say, for anyone, like, just kind of assume that's always going to be the case. Because, again, like as an example, I was mentioning the dromedary camel, this will be the 6th time I've had to update it. So, I'm just kind of used to it at this point. Like, and it's why I would definitely recommend, if you're like someone who is a modder or something, maybe don't go as crazy or anything on, like, you know, thousands of builds and stuff. Yeah, because, like, just as someone who... I'm a disgruntled old man within the modding community at this point, just because of how much I've had to update my stuff, like, over the years. That, like, yeah, it's just at the point where less is more. Just take it from me, less is more. It's sometimes just better to... you know, kind of just take the L and just, you know, just do your important animals. But if it's an animal that doesn't really need to be made, I would actually recommend you probably don't do it. Or at least split up the workload among other modders. Like, definitely don't just think you're going to be alone or something.
Like, yeah, if you can make a team or something, or have, like, a few buddies you can depend on.
Yeah, because as an example, like, I know that I'll have, you know, the backup of a bunch of different modders and stuff to help update my stuff. Like, luckily, knock on wood, the fact that I updated the Safari pack as fast as I did is kind of crazy. I don't know if that is definitely not AZA big enough for a Rhino enclosure.
Oh, no.
I think it might be...
Rhino iguana.
Might be
No one
big
left.
enough for the basic entrance. Let me see. I'm trying to think here. Because I want like 2 entrances. And then maybe I'll extend it out this way.
You know, I'm getting very nostalgic for the beta of Planet Zoo. I wish there were a way that we could play the beta.
Again, yeah.
Yeah, because, I don't know, it just hit different. Like, all the UI was different. All the props that we had were different. It was just a good vibe. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I get it. I think that's a little better. I like that. Because, again, I don't want to go crazy or anything with, like, the stuff, but so let's see what we got.
Dang it.
Here's another technique I've learned. You want to make your rocks look less bumpy. Always go more horizontal when placing rocks.
Mm-hmm.
So, because, like, I have learned that like, rocks, like, kind of stack in lines. They don't really usually...
I remember Bolt had, like, a really good tutorial for that.
Yeah. And you just want to smash rocks into each other and stuff occasionally.
Just put that flint and steel next to each other and just hope for fire, bro.
Oh yeah. All right.
This is looking sick.
Yeah, I don't know. I was like bored.
Yeah.
I just haven't built in Planet Zoo in forever. I'd love to get into modding, but I'm unable to wrap my mind around the coding, and I don't know anyone who... Yeah, so... The coding isn't nearly as bad as it seems. I'll be totally honest. I think that is a bit of a... It's a bit of a misconception initially for a lot of people that they're like, I can't possibly manage the coding aspect. It's there, but it's not what you think. So it's not really so much coding, it's just kind of renaming, and it's more tedious than it is difficult. Anyone could probably do it once explained once. It's very tedious because it's just going through every single stat and stuff and just changing them to accommodate each animal and stuff. So if you're able to, do that, if you're someone who's like patient and actually cares about like doing some research into your animals and stuff like that, it's definitely not bad. When in doubt, if you really don't want to do code, like any form of coding or anything, again, I use the word coding loosely because it's not coding. What Jesse does and stuff to get the modding tools working, that's coding. What we do is more or less just renaming stuff. But like, if you truly don't want to do that, there always will be replacement mods, and replacement mods are far easier to update for the simple reason that you don't have to actually do anything. You just it's gonna wipe your game clean regardless every update, so you won't have to worry about that aspect, nor do you have to worry about like in our case right now we have to update our mains and stuff, which you don't have to do if it's a replacement mod. So that is kind of a nicer aspect of it.
I just really do hope that this doesn't happen again, at least for a while. Like, if it happens again and they make significant improvements to the engine like they did recently, I'd be fine. But if it happens again, I'll cry.
Want to know what I've kind of been adopting lately? PK style building.
Define.
So, a lot of people like to build their habitats very similar to, how they've always seen a Planet Zoo build or something. But lately, I've been going with the more, I guess, subtropical idea, where, like, you just build a habitat and then just add a little bit of foliage and stuff to your borders and stuff. Most people like put a lot of their foliage work into their the habitat themselves. What I've been enjoying is like just kind of touching up the perimeter of your habitats with a splash of foliage, but leaving the majority of it just like a field or something.
Which is how it should be, especially for a rhino.
Yeah, exactly. Like a lot of people would probably like have, oh, we need to make this like super lush habitat or something.
Guilty. You can't.
When rhinos are just they just want a boring, like, so that's like, especially in the case of a rhino habitat, I'm designing it like how I would any of my PK like Styracosaurus habitat or something, like, or it's a little bit different. God, I love the drin grass. But, like, if there's one plant that I am super glad we got, it's the drin grass. Though I still like sprinkling in a little bit of hawthorn bush or anything occasionally. Alright. This looks a little too smooth for my liking. That's another thing, is I like the rough rock look. So, like, that's kind of another thing that I'm talking about when I say the PK style. Like, just that, like, grungy rock instead of, like, here's a bunch of smooth boulders.
It does have, like, a really nice effect. Especially layering plants inside the rocks, it makes it look so good.
Yeah,
now,
exactly.
if you really want to be cool, you put reeds behind the rocks.
The problem sometimes of wanting it to look ideal and lush and pretty is not realistic. Yeah, exactly. So, like, for me, I'm just trying to get it so that I can put foliage and stuff in it. Because, as an example, you might be like, well, how the fuck is this tree supposed to be here? I'm gonna, like, build up the terrain surrounding it. Actually, I don't mind that either. I don't mind some of the sand bleeding in.
Yeah, if you use the rock texture.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just bleeding in some of the sand. Yeah, like right there and stuff. I actually do like that. And then just kind of, you know, just gotta work it in a little bit. Just nudging a little bit.
I will say, after, like, building, you know, I work on some pretty heavily realistic zoos, I guess, quote-unquote, at least to me.
Recreations.
But, yeah, recreations, we'll get to that in a little bit, but, no, like, doing frontier-style building, just something kind of not what you would see in real life, but something fun. I've gotten to really enjoy doing stuff like that.
Yeah, like where you can just kind of turn your brain off for a second, ignore, you know. And weirdly enough, I found when you do that, and like you don't try to plan, you don't try to do a recreation, you don't try to base something in realism, almost. Like if you don't go in with the mindset of, I need to make this realistic, you end up with more realistic looking stuff.
Yep.
It's really weird. Like, I found that if you go in with the mindset of, I need to make... Like, as an example, like, I kind of want to just, like, leave this area a little bit open. Comparatively. And stuff.
Yeah.
And yeah. Just to... and then I just want to kind of have that rock kind of smooth out a little bit. Like, curve in a little bit. So if I just like place one of these and then I rotate it.
You know what might be cool is some, what am I thinking of? Some chain link right behind there, just
That's
really
not a terrible idea.
Well, I'm full of terrible ideas, so it's really out of the norm for me.
A couple of little leaves poking out. I'll see, because honestly I'm not opposed to just the open idea, because I know for a fact the rhinos couldn't get out of here, so there's not really even that big of a point that you would need a fence right there.
Are rhinos often cut with guinea fowl? I feel like that might be a cool exhibit.
I've seen them.
I feel like they might just be free roaming and just settle.
Because
the rhinos.
Here's another thing. If I extend this out a little bit. Like, weirdly enough, I kind of want to expand the building so that it kind of has the building in the background as, like, a little bit of a sight line. Which is odd, because it's, like, normally you'd want to hide the buildings, but I almost want it to be, like... No, it is there.
I think...
And by making it bigger, I think that helps. Another side thing that I wanted to ask everyone's opinion on. So, I am thinking about... I went to Mystic the other day, Mystic Aquarium, and I recorded the entire sea lion show. Or I guess it's not even the show, the sea lion training session for Mystic Aquarium. And I was curious if anyone would be interested in me uploading that to my channel. Because I know that is a little different from my normal content. But I wanted to know if people would maybe be interested in that. Because I was going to do, like, kind of like what I had for, what is it, Roger Williams. I had, like, that kind of vlog. I was thinking of doing something similar for Mystic. And so I have a recording from that. But I wanted people's opinions on, like, if I should upload that on my channel, or if you know, that doesn't really fit my content because it's...
Got Remnant. Remnant's very excited.
Yeah. Because the other thing is, part of the reason I went there is I was collecting billboard footage for everyone. So I'm going to probably be... Because obviously, Mystic Aquarium, they have a lot of fish and stuff. And so I went ahead and recorded a lot of the, like, habitats and stuff. Like, that I can just make as, like, looping billboard stuff. I can maybe, like, show that off on stream sometime. Because I at least have, like, some piranha footage and stuff like that. Okay, here's what yeah, so... What is a good metal bar texture? What do you guys usually use for metal bars?
Girders? No, for metal bars?
Yeah, like let's say I want it like
There's the Australia beams, holes, whatever you call them.
Rods.
Just one
Rod,
second.
good word, yes.
I think that's what they're called.
Because, as an example, I don't even know if I like this concrete color, but... Because this area that I'm building right here is going to be the entire living area of the rhinos on the inside.
Oh, they do.
It seems about appropriate for what a zoo would have. Like, the majority of a building for animals is not for the animals. Well, it depends. Elephant houses are a little different, but rhino houses, I know, aren't super huge always. So, I'm gonna do maybe some soil in here. Maybe flatten just that a little bit. Smooth it out. It can be there a little bit, just not crazy. I don't know what this is for.
I think the striped hyena is more than all set to go. I just hate the locks. Like, the locks are easily the worst part of this update process because even Jen, like,
yeah, because you have to
because she updates her languages.
Yeah, but you have to.
Oh, Remnant has a good point. You can use the thin wood beams.
Thin wood beams. Because I don't mind the Australia ones.
If you call them like a rusty red, then they work really well.
And which ones are they? What are they called?
Thin. The thin ones.
The painted metal rods, or
no, the wooden ones. Up.
Up.
No. Fuck, what they're called?
I don't know what they're called then.
It's the thin planks, something like that.
Plank. I can try that. Are they like East Asia or?
No, it's called.
They're white.
Yeah, they're white.
These ones?
There.
I don't know if I would need, because honestly, I think the metal ones would maybe work just because it's a rhino, so like they wouldn't need like super, like close together things. You know what I mean?
Big chunky ones.
Yeah. Like that was kind of what I was thinking, where it's like they don't really need to be super together. It's why the Australia pipes were definitely actually not a bad idea. Yeah, like these.
The banner
Okay,
goes to
that is a thing that drives me insane. Does this drive you guys insane? That the metal rods, because I use them a lot, they're never actually, like, yeah, this is their pivot.
They automatically align to the world rotation. What
so
you do is
you want, yeah, go to the side,
align
of
to
the
surface,
cluster.
and then on the wall,
Yeah.
and then just advance move it.
Well, that's kind of dumb. I would have thought that they would have just, you know, by default, if they're gonna be on the ground. Yeah, shows how much I know about playing this game.
Is there, like, ways for stuff to automatically assume which way you want it to go? Because I feel like that would help this out a lot.
In most games, it's just a custom pivot point, but in Planet Zoo, I don't know.
It's custom... I don't even know words anymore.
Okay.
Custom annoyance point.
So let's try this. So let's approximate about that. Maybe a little closer. Like there.
If you want it to be easy on yourself, someone has some really nice elephant fencing on the workshop.
Yeah, but when have I ever wanted stuff that's easy on myself?
That's fair.
Because like I said, I feel pretty confident that like what I have is fine. It's just... I will have to kind of align it a little bit once I'm done. But for the most part, it looks pretty good.
I love rhinos.
I love rhinos too. They are my fourth favorite animal.
What's your second favorite animal?
Lion.
Third.
Gorilla.
Oh.
And then if anyone isn't aware, number one is the elephant.
Why aren't you elephant rider?
The story behind that is because I wish I was that. It came down to, and it would be accurate because I have ridden elephants before. But
Yo, Nicholas Lion Rider abuses animals.
What? Yo, he
Nicholas
supports
Lion Killer.
poaching too?
Yep.
Oh my god.
That's definitely me. Which, funny side story before I get into another side story. So, I don't know if any of you are aware, but there is this website called Keymailer for content creators. I know, people like Drew and stuff are aware of it, and Remnant, of course. But it's essentially a website that lets you get keys for games, for like early access and stuff of that nature. It's what Planet Zoo uses. That's how I found out about it. And so you basically can usually put in requests for games and then they'll send you out stuff. But sometimes based off of your content, you will have content creator or game creators, game developers send you codes that they think you would be interested in. So what happened is the other day I got a free code from a game called Do Animals Dream. And I was like, huh. And it had this kind of fun little jungle font and stuff, and I checked it out vaguely. I just looked at it, and it had, these kind of cutesy little animals and stuff, like a lion and a gorilla, and it looked very Harvest Moon-y. And I was like, okay, this looks... I mean, it's not my cup of tea usually. I don't usually play games like Harvest Moon or something, but I was like, you know what? This for a cute little animal game, I think this would work really well on my channel. So I didn't think anything of it. I was just like, that's a little odd that they would seek me out, but whatever. So I didn't think anything of it. I just redeemed the code and I was gonna cover it on my channel. And then a bunch of people in my Discord are like, Nick, why are you going to be playing that game? And I'm like, why? What's wrong with it? It's just like a stupid little, cartoony animal game, I don't know. They gave me the code. They wanted me to review it. I don't see what's wrong with that. Yeah, okay, and so Drew got it too. So here's the thing. So you look into the game, and the actual content says it's actually about, suicide, depression, and dark themes. And I was like, what? And that's for this weird zoo game, and I was really confused by it. And so I was super confused by it, and I was like, okay, so why did they seek me out? And then I look into it more, and the game is actually about kind of anti-poaching and whaling and stuff like that, but they do it through kind of a gory, it's almost like that game Can Your Pet. That was kind of to show you the horrors of chickens and stuff. And I'm wondering if they sought out my channel because of the quote-unquote poaching pack that everyone keeps talking about. Like, and they thought that, like, oh, this guy is, you know, a proponent of, like, you know, I don't know, killing animals or something. And I'm like, no, that's, like, the exact opposite. But, like, it was just funny that I didn't even think anything of it at the time. So, long story short, if anyone wants me to cover it on my channel, I definitely can, because I have the code for free. And I am kind of interested in what this game is, because at first I thought, like, oh, it just looks like this cute little animal game. I'll cover it, whatever. But yeah, it's apparently, like, kind of this, like, really dark, you know, game. And so I don't know. I was like, I don't know if I want to, like, put it on my channel, if it would be kind of out of the question or something.
I'm really feeling like building a Rhino stable right now.
I mean, I'm not stopping you.
Yeah, I will. I sent a really cute video in the Discord of a baby rhino.
Rhino
in its stall.
Speed run.
If you want, Leaf, you'll love that video.
Let me check it. I want to interact with baby animals so badly. They're
Yeah.
so
really
cute.
I need the poaching pack update. Okay, so yeah, for people like Remnant, Bold, Drew, etc. So the update on the Safari pack.
I'm
So
gonna make museums
99% of the Safari pack is updated. I'm having a slight issue, and I know some people would maybe even say, like, this isn't that big of an issue. So the two fonts that I told you about, the fonts promptly named Balboa and Safari, are not working right now. But I'm gonna try to figure that out. And the other props that aren't working right now are this list of wall mounts. So it's the leopard skin rug and then these head mounts. Every other prop is working right now. So, but if you guys are interested until I figure something out, I could literally send you the pack like tonight if you want. If you guys are cool just not using like these 10 head mounts and the fonts. If you guys are cool with that, the rest of the pack I can give you guys, and it'll be up to date and stuff. But past that, you know, just thought I'd throw that out there. But yeah, not much else to say. Let's see. What is this bush that I used? The Duum Palm.
I love all the new foliage. I just, like, can't stop building in my zoos now. Like, I haven't stopped at all.
That's good.
It's good. Don't stop building.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The minute you stop, the more that's when they get you.
I'm gonna be right back. 1 second.
Yep, you're good. I spent an embarrassing amount of time looking at the Africa font before realizing why I couldn't find it. Oh yeah, like I said, I'm gonna try to get those because like I really want to start using the Balboa and Safari fonts because I really love them. But yeah, obviously, I don't know. What was weird is Frontier definitely messed with the aquatic pack in the last update. So the any modders who have been doing like some scenery props and stuff, and even animals to some extent, because I know Leaf mentioned this, they have been having like some issues with certain props and animals from the aquatic pack. So I don't know what Frontier did. But, I mean, obviously we know for a fact that they changed some stuff because of the, what's it called? There's that one bug with the aquatic feeder right now that's, like, causing people's, like, games to crash when they try to have a bear trying to eat out of, like, their feeder and stuff. Because I guess that's what we found out, or I found out that was the reason on Drew's stream, but, you know. I don't know. What do I want? You know, I have a cool idea. So I'm going a little bit more fantasy with this build. I want to make a giant rhino sculpture out of like rocks. Or like a rhino head. So this is obviously something that would never be in an actual zoo or anything. But it's kind of
cool.
Kind of a cool idea.
Yeah.
So if I just kind of... So that'll be roughly the hill. Yeah, this is a cool... I don't mind this. Okay, so... time to make a rhino. So, first things first, I have to block it out. So, my blocking out process is going to seem confusing at first, but trust me, I will get to making it eventually. So, I want it to roughly, from this angle, be a little bit tilted to the right. It's all in my head right now, but trust me, it'll work out. So, now, we are going to just start blocking out the vague rhino shape. So, let's see. I'm gonna like kind of like scaffold it a little bit. So this is gonna be roughly where the horn begins. And then it'll kind of bend a little bit, like so. Okay, so that's roughly about right. So now, gotta add some... I should probably make it a white rhino, right? Because I'm kind of going black rhino right now, but I should probably make it into a white rhino.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Probably.
So give me a sec. Might have to make some slight modifications.
Oh no.
I mean, right now it doesn't even look like that much. But... let's see what we got. So to make it a white rhino, we're gonna go to the center, and we're just gonna kind of make a wide mouth, and then honestly, they have kind of big nostrils, so we'll do like that and that. And then now, this is where the head, I think I might change it a little bit. So just to accommodate that kind of white rhino mouth, you want to build it like this. Can you tell I'm a professional sculptor? Because I can't, because this looks like nothing right now. Alright. Now, what... Because I'm wondering how I should make the horn. Because the horn is going to be interesting. Could make it out of shards, kind of like this.
I feel like you should just start over and make this monkey exhibit.
You're probably right.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just spitting the truth right here.
Of course. You're being very truthful. You're speaking your mind as a
I try and be the most truthful one here.
As a content creator. You speak for the entire community like you know what's up when you don't.
Oh, I am the community. No one else knows the community as much as I do.
Yep, it's true.
That's why the Frontier forums love me.
I don't love everyone. Cough, cough.
Cough, cough.
Nick, will you be updating your black rhino? So I will be updating the black rhino for sure. The white rhino is the iffy one. I don't want to say definitively just yet whether or not the white rhino is going to get turned into the northern white rhino or not. I feel like to some extent it'd be kind of scummy to do that, but on the other end, it's like, well, it's kind of still fair game.
I mean, would you have it just require content 6 in that case?
True. I could do that.
So I feel like that's a happy medium, to be honest.
Yeah.
Plus, I feel like not everybody buys Africa Pack for, just the rhino. You buy it for the penguin, you buy it for the fox, you buy it for the meerkat. I feel like not people buy it for the rhino.
I bought it for the rhino, but yeah.
You didn't buy anything.
Oh, that's true. That's true. I didn't even buy it. You are right. I'm lying to my viewers.
How dare
For transparency's sake, Leaf and I both got the Africa Pack by the generous donation of Frontier Development. They don't hate us entirely.
Yeah.
They may hate us, I don't know.
Yeah.
But they at least give us free stuff. Just not early access. Alright. What the heck? Oh.
Like, as much as I would love early access, I love the position that I'm in, at least. I can't speak for you, but it's fun.
I'm in a weird state of it, because on one hand, I feel frustrated it comes from a point of, like, I could care less about if I, myself, get early access. For the sake of my girlfriend, please give me early access. Because I feel horrible every 3 months. I have to wake up at 5 in the morning. And then, it's that day. Yep, Africa Pack, whatever pack comes out. Yep. I have to, 7 a.m., boom, 9 gigabyte download. Alright, cracks knuckles. Okay, here we go. Load up OBS. Hey, what's up, you guys? Nicholas Lyon, right? Friggin' 7 in the morning. I have that level of energy, and I have to, here's another prop tier list, and then it's like, okay, yep, that is, like a thing, and then, okay, great. Next thing, okay, what do I have to cover next? I have to make, whatever, I have to make I don't even know, what, like, time-lapse, or, oh, we have to cover the Vista points this go-round, whatever. And that's why this time, I was a bit more relaxed. Because I was like, you know what, I normally do that to myself. I normally go through the hassle of waking up early in the morning and stressing myself out. And, like, it's just not healthy, frankly. It's just, like, needing to... Because part of the issue is I have to feed the algorithm. Like, it's like, I have to, everyone else is uploading Africa Pack content. If I don't, then the algorithm's like, dead channel? Dead Planet Zoo channel? Well, guess what? You didn't upload, so now we're going to hold it against you.
Mm-hmm.
And
I looked at that, too.
And so, from that perspective, now, I also see the opposite side, right? Where sometimes it's frankly not beneficial to get the Africa Pack early. Because let's take it from someone like Drew's perspective. If Drew uploads Tatooine, right? He uploads that video, and then Savannah uploads a penguin video, and then Zekin uploads a penguin video, and then Remna uploads a penguin video, and so does Eben, and Rudy, and Delady, and Pulsley, and everyone else at the same time. At 5 in the morning, boom, here's 15,000 videos covering everything you need to know about the Africa Pack, all at once. And the reality is, no one can handle that. Not a single viewer is going to watch every video. So you're going to have a lot of videos that get a lot of views. And then you're going to have a lot of videos that get 0 views. And it doesn't matter the quality of the build, because it really just... I know a lot of people that they were basing it entirely off of personality of the creator. They're like, listen, I objectively, Zekin did a really good build or something, but I don't know, I like Best in Slot, so I'm waiting for his video. Or I really like Rudy or something, so I'm going to wait for his video. And that's kind of a shame, because that, like, limits the discoverability. Just strictly talking about, like, finding new content. They're just more interested, in that case, in just, getting their news and then getting out. And it's just kind of a shame a little bit. Because... And so I was seeing it from the perspective of what is something I can do that is true to who I am as a creator, while also, you know, kind of dealing with my limitations here. I don't have early access, so I'm not going to be able to compete with time lapses. So that's when I thought prairie dogs. And I remember I talked to Leaf, and he's like, yeah, listen, if anyone's going to get that bread, it's you. Like, you know, if anyone's going to get to that aspect before everyone else, it's you.
Oh, girl.
And I was like, yeah, like, it's what I want to do, because, like, I obviously want, you know, something like prairie dogs or something in the game. But it also just was fair, because it's like, I have time limitations, and you know what? Streaming is a lot easier for me than uploading. Because the other thing that I've noticed, and this is a little, you know, this is just a me issue, is my render time takes way longer than most people. So Leaf and I could record a video at the exact same time. He'll get his out within 10 minutes. I have to wait like a half hour to an hour. Just because we use different programs for rendering. So I use Sony Vegas, you use Premiere, right?
Yes.
And so,
yes.
Which is funny because I also have Premiere, I just never liked it. So, that was just always an issue. Let's read the chat. To be honest, I didn't even get the same type of excitement for DLCs as I did before getting early access. I really appreciate it, but I wouldn't change it. But I missed, yeah, because it's definitely a thing where I definitely get both sides. Like, part of it's like, wow, look, I have early access, I'm so appreciative. And then obviously there's the main argument too that Frontier also has their weird little like priority list of content creators. So even if you get early access or whatever, you might not get the super early access. So as an example, in this case, we just saw with because I think they've, you know, enough people have them right now. It looks like a lot of the Europeans got the meerkat plushies, which, by the way, you win the bet, Leaf. It was a meerkat.
Yes.
So there you go. We had a little bet going what the plushie for the Africa pack was going to be. I said it was going to be a rhino. He said, no way, they're definitely doing meerkat for the cuteness factor. And I'm like, yeah, but I don't know. I feel like, if anything, the Fennec Fox would be that category. But no, he won. So I will own up to that.
Hold me a beer.
Okay, I will buy you a beer.
Heck yeah.
But, yeah, so I think, like, I totally understand, like, every side of it, which, I don't know, is this coming along good or bad? I don't even know.
Oh, looks pretty good. I feel like you haven't fleshed it out yet.
True.
So you start doing that.
True, I'm just blocking it out right now. That's the only thing I wish I had the scaling tool for, is, like, if I could just block out stuff a lot quicker. That would definitely be helpful. Because, yeah, let me...
We should just become PK YouTubers.
Yeah, for all the updates that it's getting. Hey, what's up, you guys? It's Nicholas Lionrider for episode 10 of making another Styracosaurus habitat, because that's all we can do right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I really want PK to have, like, I'm really excited about the beta, because I want to get into, like, building a mammoth habitat, but, like, yeah, there's just not...
those are coming in there.
There's just not much to it right now, so...
Not really. It sucks because it's such a good-looking game. And I had a ton of fun with that, too. That was when I blew up. Like, that was jolly good time playing with people.
Jolly good. It's a jolly good time. Have you ever built a Nile monitor exhibit? I actually have, just not, I guess, publicly. I've built a few zoos that I haven't shown off on my channel before. And yeah, like one of them, I built a Nile monitor habitat in that. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll show it off at some point. It's like in my do I feel comfortable sharing it with everyone list of things.
You know, are you really gonna expose yourself like that?
Yeah. Once I find out, once everyone finds out I'm not actually a good builder.
I mean, I can't even work with rock work. You're doing God's work right there.
I mean, yeah. Yeah, I gotta say, like, I feel like this is a thing that not many people do, is statue work.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I always enjoyed it. It is a little bit tedious. I used to do it all the time for Atlas Park and stuff. Like, I really... Did I even ever... Yeah, I remember, like, if anyone remembers the Fenrir episode of Atlas Park, where I did, like, that really cool frost giant, like, statue. That's still one of the coolest things I think I've ever built. Like, it's a shit, because I love that series. It's just... It's not practical alone. And, yeah. Like, I suppose, hypothetically, I just need Estan to do a call with me, and we could record that one episode that I'm still holding on to for the Hyde Run exhibit. I just was waiting on, like, you know, whenever Estan's free. It's not like I've even really pressured him or anything, because, like, I was busy for a while as well, but... Because I know, like, people are always asking, you know, when's whatever coming back? When's Roger Williams coming back? And that's the one I'm usually pretty consistent with, where it's like, okay, well, Roger Williams is always that's my baby. That's gonna always take first priority. It was my first series, and I want to get it done. Especially because you and I know it's so close to being done that, like,
Yeah.
oh, it's just, I just gotta finish it. But in the case of something like Atlas Park and stuff, it's just so early that it's kind of like, I don't even know, is it worth, you know, the headache right now to continue it, or is it just worth...
I mean, if you're not feeling inspired for it, then don't do it, you know? Like, that's the same thing, like, Blackstone for me. I just wasn't feeling it anymore, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna let it sit. I'll get back to it when I get back to it.
Yeah. That's fair.
This is looking badass, though.
I'm glad.
What's your idea for, like, the area around it? Like, are you gonna blend it in?
Yeah, yeah, I'm probably gonna do another terrain pass.
Yeah.
The issue with statues like this is always doing the mirror side. This is why I wish we had a mirror button in Planet Zoo.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's so easy to just be like, oh yeah, here's like a whole Rhino thing, but like I can't just flip it afterward.
So far, I've finished, hopefully, the Striped Hyena and the Tamandua. I'm not sure if Jen has updated if she's updated the localization files for it, because if she hasn't, that is music to my ears. Tamandua.
Tamandua. There we go. Okay. Time to give the Rhino horn a little bit of three-dimensionality here.
Ooh.
Because right now they are flat planes. So, the Rhino horn should start approximately... It's tough to say, I guess here. I'm wondering like how I want to do this, cause like I was thinking of doing like a dome trick, but like I don't even know if that would work out. Probably not. Yeah, I don't want to definitively say that it would work.
Mm-hmm. You might, you know that fat rock, you might be able to use that one.
I was debating using it. My issue with it is that it will, it'll be kind of like rough at the end. Because it's kind of a smoothed out bump on top.
Yeah, I feel. I love the Tamandua. It's such a good mod.
I love the Tamandua as well.
So that's actually all done. So I can just send that over to Jen. I will be streaming this
Sunday.
What is it? This Sunday, I'm going to be coding the Chipmunk live on stream.
There you go.
Yeah, so it's going to be a fun one.
People do like chipmunks.
Oh, yeah.
What do we got? Nick, do you like predator-prey moats like Lion and Nyala? I'm not a huge fan of predator-prey exhibits. I think they're kind of lame. That's a bit of a... I know because like everyone does them. That like, oh my god, that's like heresy. I don't think they're that good in any zoo. Because like obviously Roger Williams kind of has that. I don't want to say they have a traditional predator.
Really?
Well, I'm gonna explain it. So they have the cheetah habitat and the zebra habitat next to each other, and there's chain link where they can look into each other. It's not an intentional predator-prey habitat, but they can look into each other's habitats, and they say it's enriching for both. But from what I can tell, it usually just freaks out the ungulates, and it makes the cheetahs just constantly. I mean, they're happy, but like they also at the end of the day never get the prey, so it's just kind of like teasing both of them. I don't know.
Also, they're like in the back of the exhibit because the ungulates are the only place the cheetahs can view. The ungulates are in the back. And it just forces the cheetahs to the back of that exhibit, too.
Yeah, that's another thing, yeah. So if you're talking about, from a guest perspective, that's also a pain. Like, let's say you're on the, you know what I'm talking about, like, the Aoudad side. Like, if you're over there and the cheetahs are over on the zebra side, then, yeah, you're gonna just be missing out.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that's a very fair point.
So I'll do the Martin too.
Speaking of fair points.
Yeah, Zebra Gaming, if it shows up as a RAR file, download WinRAR, and you can open those. It's the same as a zip file, but it's better, and you have WinRAR, which is pretty much a necessity.
Yeah, for
modding. Like, that's something that really surprised me with this community. No one uses WinRAR.
I know, yeah, I was confused by that. I was like, have you guys never played Minecraft?
Yeah.
Like a lot of the stuff I'm just like, did you not play Minecraft? Like when they're like, oh, it's in your app data folder. What? How do I get to that? Percent? App data percent? How did you install Minecraft mods? Alright, so approximately 50% of the Rhino is done.
Hell yeah.
But then I have to do the other side, which is not fun. And I think I will just, for now, just finish up the smoothed version. You know, kind of working it into the mountain. Just lower the intensity and size a little bit.
Imagine never having played Minecraft.
Imagine.
Oh.
I can't, because I played it way too much growing up.
Same.
Let's see. Let's raise this ridge just a little bit. 7-zip's better. 7-zip's not bad. I've never had an issue with 7-zip. I've usually had both in many cases. But yeah, I mean, WinRAR is just always the go-to. For obvious reasons. Now, I'm gonna let everyone decide right now. So obviously I could do the right side of the Rhino for the rest of the stream, but should I continue working on the rest of the habitat? Probably.
Just break it up a little bit, do a little bit more habitat work.
Yeah.
Hey. Yellow-throated martin time.
Just kind of work it out a little bit. You know what? Do I wanna? I think I do. So I'm going against what I initially said about waterfall or water, because I want to add a waterfall.
Mm-hmm. Just have it puke.
No.
Have it be bright green. It's so weird having like an empty folder of mods. It doesn't make me feel right.
Yeah, it does feel weird. I remember that was like, especially for me, I'm like, oh, wow, I'm missing like all of this. I'm missing the last 6 months of work.
Mm-hmm. I can't wait for like all of them to get updated again, and then we like, this may be like the one where we break 200.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. Because I would love that. Get more fish in there.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna work on more of the habitat. Because the other thing is I can tell when people are getting bored because, like, not that I care or anything. I can tell because viewers will drop and I'll be like, yep, okay. Time to switch it up, Nick. If people are leaving, that means they're snoozing, so you best be getting along here. So we're gonna mix it up. We're gonna get some blue-ass water.
Of course. It wouldn't be a Nick build without the blue-ass water.
You need blue-ass water.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
It is a must-have. Ugh. Not really crazy about the waterfall color, though. We'll do that one.
Yeah, I don't really like the colors on the waterfall. At least the water texture.
Yeah. So let me check it out. Let's see. Do this color for the top. So watercolor like so. And then I need to grab my rock color that I keep using, because we need that for the waterfalls.
ZZ says we're at 175 mods already released. That's some insane shit right there.
Yeah, well, it's because like it's funny to me because like obviously I know what I have and stuff, and it's like, yeah, I could put us over 250 tomorrow. Like just mods that like I just never updated and stuff. Even stuff that you have, I know like the Talkin, for instance, or like the Go or the pigs and stuff. Like we had all of those, and I just never got around to making the babies for, you know. Well, I have an excuse with that. So I made the miniature donkey baby, but that was around the time that they started messing with the fur system, which in turn made
like fur combing.
Yeah.
Yuck.
And so that like messed up a lot, and I wasn't really feeling it anymore. And I was like, well, you know, sure.
I fur combed the other day. It was kind of cool. I really gotta get a sloth bear because
reasons. Because reasons.
Well, you know, for sloth bear purposes.
Yep. No other reason. Let's see. Sorry, I'm here. I'm making a sign. You're good. I made a whole rhino. It's missing ears. Let me give it an ear quick. Because I'm sure that's going to be like a thing that a lot of people are going to be like, the hell? Where's its ear? And we're just gonna leave this build exactly as it is until Frontier gives me a flipping tool. I wish we got that level of customization. Like I want to
Congo, Nick.
Give me a sec. What's up?
Do you want that?
Nah, it's too industrial. Like, that's what I'm
That's how
saying.
Rhino backstage is.
It is. It's too industrial, though. For what
That's
I'm
how
going.
it is.
Yeah, I'm not going for realistic, though, is what I'm saying.
Oh, that's fair.
I have a giant rhino head. Like, I want you to point to the Cincinnati Zoo rhino enclosure that has this giant rhino sculpture. Yeah, like, I like realism, but in this case, I think I'm gonna keep it kinda a little more fantastical.
It's your brand.
It is.
Or can you ride the Rhino?
Ooh, like that. That looks pretty cool.
Rhino Rider.
Oh, I never explained that story. So, so a lot of people are like, "Where did you get your name from?" So I got my name from Wizard 101. So that is the game that I played for literally
A while.
a long time, a long time. But when I made my account when I was 8 years old, they have randomly generated like names, or like it's not randomly generated, but you have to choose like a first name, like middle name, and a last name, and it'll be like, you know, like Tyler Earthstrider, or like Justin Shadowblade, or whatever. And so one of them, I was looking for Elephant as the middle, but unfortunately I couldn't find that. So instead, what I ended up with was Nicholas Lion Rider, because that's my, you know, second favorite. And I was fine with that. And so then it just kind of stuck. And then, you know, that's it. But yeah, a lot of people are like, "Oh, so you like lions more than like anything?" And it's like, no, elephants are still my number one, but I do enjoy them. I do enjoy lions. They're just kind of, like, I think objectively, and, you know, people are going to argue this, but, like, I would, because they like to argue no matter what. But I think we all can agree that lions are the most boring big cat at a zoo because they sleep all day. And that's just a fact, is lions sleep all day, which compared to tigers, compared to leopards, jaguars, snow leopards, whatever, they are not going to move. And so at least visually at a zoo circumstance or something, lions are usually not the most interesting big cat. Now, they're still my favorite big cat, but I think, you know, I would probably still rather look at tigers or leopards or something.
Why do they sleep all day?
It's because they have to conserve their energy in the wild.
Ah.
So, because they have such a low... Like, that's what's funny, is big cats are terrible hunters across the board.
Really are.
Like, across the board. They
suck.
have horrible success rates when it comes to hunting. So, compared to, especially in Africa, like, lions are, I think, 1 in...
I think tigers are the worst.
I think, yeah, lions, I think, are, like...
They're up there because they
22%? 22% success
Tigers,
rate?
it's less than 10%.
Yeah, yeah, so I think lions are, like, 22%. Hyenas are, like, 36%. And then wild dogs are the 80+%.
Yeah, I was about to say, compare it to wild dogs, and they're like, yeah.
Yeah,
They
so, like, canine species, jackals...
They're really good.
Like, yeah, like wild dogs, etc., they're really good. Cheetahs and lions and leopards and stuff, not very high success rates. So in order to accommodate that, they had to adapt to conserving their energy. So what they do is they rest for days upon days.
Well, yeah.
Because
cheetahs don't really do that because they need to rest
they
for so long.
But that's also why cheetahs don't. Cheetahs like are another instance where they only eat, or they can only sprint for like short periods of time because they also get really, you know,
they overheat.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah. Don't they like literally like cook from the
They
inside
literally
out?
overheat.
Yeah.
It's an engine, dude.
Yeah. So and then they have to stop. So it's just like different forms of ways that big cats have kind of adapted to needing to deal with the fact that they're not very good at hunting.
Man, I love big cats.
Yeah.
They're my favorite.
Oh yeah, like everyone loves big cat. It's just funny that like yeah, like the reality is the reason that they have all these kind of lame aspects about them is because they're really bad at what they are. They're really the canines and bears are the superior, you know, hunters, I suppose. Even hyenas are better.
Bears don't hunt. For the
Well,
most part.
oh yeah, that's true. But I'm saying like they're objectively a better apex predator, I should say. Even though because they're smart.
Clearly
They're
not. If that was truly the case, then cats wouldn't be here.
true.
Learning so much.
That is true. That is a fair argument because obviously, you know, cats do well enough that they survived all these years.
Yeah. So they somehow fill a niche that dogs can't.
Can't, yeah. And I think it does come down to the fact of, obviously, in Africa, there is so much prey that
Yes.
the other thing is that lions are a lot bigger than cheetahs, hyenas, etc. So, from the simple fact of, if they can get an easy meal by just, like, snatching it off of someone, they can just fight anyone and no one's gonna argue. No, they'll be like, yep, sorry, I'll take the L, you know?
I'm just gonna interject here. I read something really cool. It's not about big cats at all. It's about chimpanzees. Female chimpanzees in the Congo will, or not in the Congo, but in Western Africa, will eat up to 70% of their diet will be other monkeys.
Oh,
What?
up to 70%.
Yeah, that's the average amount of monkeys consumed by female chimps. Is 70% of their diet.
Damn.
They'll fucking make spears and throw them at dikers and stuff.
Trying to figure out what I want to do.
this.
Do you?
Yeah, do you?
Have you seen the Chimpanzee Wars?
I slightly heard some stuff about it, but I haven't really gotten too in depth.
Oh,
about
yeah.
it.
I know this because I'm gonna be working with chimps.
Oh,
pretty
well,
soon,
good
and
luck with that.
Yeah, that was in the paper about the chimps.
Are you considered a small primate to them?
Yeah.
Are you planning on getting eaten by a chimpanzee?
They definitely would.
Yeah, I'd say they're pretty opportunistic. If they know you're weak, they would definitely snap.
I am.
I am weak. Well, don't let them know that.
I'm also a male, and we only have female chimps.
Well, I mean, then maybe that'll work in your favor.
It will. That's what the keepers told me.
They're like, well, you're a dude, so they usually don't mess with you.
No.
Ladies, on the other hand, you would have been screwed.
Yeah. Apparently they're fucking assholes to the female keepers.
Huh.
But their one male keeper that works with our primates, they're like super nice to him and love him.
The most successful predator is the domestic cat, and nature made them 10 pounds, and they're angry.
Yeah. That's why they're so successful. It's because they're so small.
They're so successful because they've learned to have people go, aw, and then give them free food when they can't even, get it themselves. They could go and eat by themselves, but no, they were smart enough to just be cute. They've used cuteness to their advantage.
True.
Because that is the reality. A cat will never love you.
Yeah.
They'll pretend like they will, but they will never truly love you.
It sounds sad, but it's true.
Let's see. I'm trying to find some cool bushes. There we go. Yeah, honestly, like, the drin grass is just such a weird plant for Planet Zoo because it just doesn't look like it belongs. It's, like, too good looking. Like, you just compare it to, like, the normal in-game grass and stuff. Alright. So... let's try to build, like, a viewing area. So let's use those new logs. Or what do they call them? They call them, like, African... whatever.
I don't even know. Because, like, they're in an inconvenient part of the menu.
Yeah,
but
they
I
are.
constantly forget about them.
These things. What are they called? North African painted. Yeah, so you have to look up North Africa every single time you want them.
It's too much. They should have just called it sticks.
Yeah, I agree. I also, like... see, it's funny. Now I'm almost like... I should have... I kind of want, like, a even thinner... or an even fatter version of these logs. Because I do like them, but...
You see, for some of, like, the more detailed stuff that I've been building, I wish they were even thinner.
Well, yeah, that's the plus of the Safari Pack, is obviously I still have those sticks, and they do work better. Because I have looked into that. So, I keep looking up chain link, because, like, that's what I called mine, but they're called a mesh. Even though, like... which, again, I like to distinguish it as chain link is chains, and mesh is squares. I don't know if you guys do the same distinction, but that's what I always did.
Makes sense.
Oh.
So let's see here.
If it took me, like... I've been updating mods all this stream. If it took me this long
You just
to
give up.
update just 3... I don't want to do all the other ones. It's like, I'm happy that I'm prioritizing all gens mods right now, because, you know, best looking ones in the community.
Yep.
But it's easy. I don't know. I just... not the fish.
Not the fish, man. Not the fish. You decided to make all those fish, man.
That I did. And I don't regret it one bit.
I'm thinking of changing the color of the wood. You guys agree?
Yeah.
It's your zoo, boss.
I don't even know if I can call it a zoo. Ooh. Kind of like the little white. Yeah.
Ooh, ooh.
I like them kind of crappy looking. The only issue I have with this is I decided to build it on a slant, which is not good. So now I have to kind of
I'm reading a paper on
adjust it.
chimp behavior right now, just because about them eating monkeys thing.
Yeah.
And this is like 80% of their diet is other monkeys
Oh.
in this study.
That's kind of crazy.
That's a lot of monkeys.
It's so weird how they eat something so close and visual to them.
Yeah, well, they don't see the connection.
Yeah. They don't have society.
Yet.
We live in a monkey
True.
society.
I can't wait for the day where scientists find chimps talking to each other.
That'll be great.
I can't wait for the stream highlight today where we just discuss chimpanzees.
I
in
love chimps.
in my Rhino build.
Monkey.
Definitely liking this. What kind of path should I do?
Use the new black and white tile.
I don't know. You think? I don't know if it'll fit. Kind of like the Earth path.
Oh, use a golden one.
Yeah, you should have it alternate between the gold, the ice, and the water one.
Yes.
I feel like that'll look fantastic.
Kind of like the Earth path.
He just doesn't get style crocs.
Yeah.
I can't believe it.
Yeah.
Can't believe this guy. This guy's a clown.
Clown alert. Honk, 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 honk. Also, this is crashing for some reason, and I want to cry.
Oh, you gonna cry? You gonna cry?
Cry. Show your pants, maybe.
My God. Sounded like Carl Weezer.
Oh, Jimmy.
If I stumbled across two chimps having a casual conversation, there'd just be one long continuous scream until I found refuge. Honestly, same.
Dude, I would start talking about bananas.
Just join them, become
Yeah.
monkey.
Become. That was weird. Become a chimp. That's my dream.
I would like to become a bonobo. They're freakier.
They are definitely freaker. Though when I went to San Diego, they weren't that
plenty
crazy.
of ways.
They really weren't that crazy. There were, there's only 2 of them. And
They're freaky
okay,
in
so this
multiple
is a
ways.
weird thing. I've been to a lot of zoos, primates lately, and every single one of them like doesn't have primates. Like all. Okay, so as an example, right? I went to San Diego. Their bonobo habitat is supposed to have a whole bonobo troop. There was 2. Then I went to the gorilla habitat. There was supposed to be a whole gorilla troop. There was only 2. I then went to the safari park. There was supposed to be a whole gorilla troop. There was only 1. I then went to Franklin Park the other day. There's supposed to be a whole gorilla troop. There was only 2. It's just so weird. Like, I'm just having the worst luck right now where, like, I can't see, like, entire family units of apes. They're all just, like, individual.
Did you name Bronx as one of them?
I haven't been to Bronx recently. Though I suppose actually, yeah, the last time I went to the Bronx, it was, like, maybe a few years ago, obviously, at this point. But,
Bronx has a couple of troops, right?
They do. And the last time I went, both troops had babies, so they were off exhibit. So instead, what they had was the bachelor group, which only had 2. But you are right, yes. Normally the
Don't
Bronx
they have like 30 gorillas at Zoo Atlanta?
Do they? I have no idea.
What?
That's a lot.
Yeah, they have like 3 or 4 troops.
That's quite a lot.
It sounds like paradise, if I'm gonna be completely honest.
No, I'd rather
Yeah.
you lie.
With our large population of gorillas at Zoo Atlanta, blah, blah, blah. They don't have a number, but it's something like 30.
Alright. I'm feeling this. I don't know how I want to decorate the actual top of the building. Do I want to go for like one of those Moroccan themes? Mr. Bold told me about this gorilla troop that's been disabling gorilla traps, and researchers were approaching a trap and the gorilla stopped them and disabled it before. What the hell?
That's badass.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Like imagine imagine that you're just going through the Congo and then like a gorilla's like stop, and then he like just disarms a trap and he's like and then he does like the move along thing that like a cop does.
Oh, you want to know why you only saw 2 gorillas at San Diego Zoo?
Ooh.
They have 2 troops with 3 in each of them, they have 6 gorillas and 2 divided in 2 troops.
And what, they like rotate them?
Yeah.
Makes sense.
So one of the troops probably only has 2.
But okay, what about the safari park?
I'm not seeing anything.
Because at the safari park, like that was another. I only saw the silverback.
I've only seen gorillas once.
Now I know that at the time, I believe the gorillas had recently had coronavirus,
Oh.
but I'm not positive. They were.
Yeah,
they
that's
were.
why
They
I
were.
was kinda
They were
meh.
positive, unfortunately, but I was not positive.
That's why I was kind of meh about beginning to work with primates, but Apparently, we just don't give a shit here.
Why? Because they can get corona.
No, because you'd have to wear, a mask and stuff.
Oh,
But
I mean,
apparently, with chimps, you don't do that.
that's odd.
Can you vaccinate the animals? I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe at some point they'll like look into like a primate vaccine.
Yeah.
I don't think it would be
Or
anytime.
I guess a feline vaccine too.
It wouldn't be
Is it
anytime
San Diego
soon, of
already
course. But
giving the COVID vaccine to animals?
I don't know
Could
if
be
you
wrong,
could.
but
Like, I don't know if they'd allow it. A glass viewing for rhinos. I don't know if
maybe
that's
elevate it a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's a good call. It actually might just be a better call to just do it like you said, like an elevated viewing.
Because right now the habitat seems a wee bit flat.
Flat.
Am I Dr. Doolittle? Yeah, kinda.
Gets to work with monkey.
Yeah. I wish I was Dr. Doolittle.
Could be like Eliza Thornberry from the hit show The Wild Thornberries.
Crikey.
It's the Thornberries. Crikey, it's the Thornberries. That'd be funny.
Crikey.
How do you turn off? Isn't there like a way to like do like an angled thing?
Yeah,
Curved
it should be up.
slopes.
Yeah. Oh, that's sick. Why am I so tired today?
I don't know. I often ask, "Hey Leaf, why are you so tired today?"
Well, Nick, I'll tell you. I'm tired because I don't sleep. That's it.
That's a good reason.
That would be a good reason, yeah. Checks out.
They're vaccinating cats and dogs in Russia now, someone says.
Oh, okay. Well,
And the gorillas in San Diego apparently are vaccinated.
oh, okay. That's
That's
good.
nice.
I knew it.
I love the idea.
Wait, they have 5G?
What, the gorillas?
Yeah.
5G? 5 gorilla?
They have 5G internet?
Yeah. I don't get why people complain about the vaccines having 5G. I think it sounds awesome.
Yeah, my cell service has been incredible recently.
Hell yeah.
Get that vaccine, you get really good cell service.
Oh yeah.
I mean, hey, people have taken the vaccine for less, so. What else we got? My local zoo is a lion habitat with 2 male lion brothers, and all they do is either go there or always sleeping on a rock next to each other. Yeah. That's what I found. Franklin Park, lion sleeping. San Diego, lion sleeping. Safari Park, lion sleeping. Southwick's, lion sleeping. It's just what they do. Nothing wrong with it, just it's what they do. I have to be careful not to accidentally add any mods.
What if you went to a zoo and saw a primate with a face mask?
I would laugh.
I'd probably laugh too. Does that make me a terrible person? Maybe.
No.
What if you see him wearing a Hambo mask?
Then I would laugh.
That'd be really funny. What color should I make the supports?
That one.
Hot pink.
I don't mind that orange either. I kind of like the red and orange combined.
I think they should be different colors. One should be red, one should be orange.
Yeah. I think I want the top to be orange and then the bottom one to be red.
Oh, you know what? You could put like an art shape around the bottom one
Bottom, yeah.
and make it look like there's protection around it in case the rhinos ram it.
Yeah.
I saw a video on it with a rhino ramming it.
Check that out. That's how you use the
Whoa.
me trying to force myself to use the new pieces. Because I feel like that's always like a thing when it comes to new builds. You always kind of end up resorting back to the old pieces. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
and like some of the, like even that triangle piece, it isn't that useful to me yet. Granted, I haven't like figured out how to use it better. But
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of like, okay, well, I'm using it for the sake of using it, but I'm not totally sure.
mm-hmm.
Like, the way I use it, I don't think it's terrible, but yeah, it definitely is kind of like a forced, like, you're definitely using it for the sake of, you know, just to get it like that, but...
I went to Woodland Park and saw an orangutan pull a blanket over itself to hide from people, and it was a harrowing experience.
Oh, wow.
Huh.
I do that
See,
too.
I don't think that's the reason they hide themselves. Because they do it at my local zoo too.
Well, did you ask them?
Yeah.
They're just very self-conscious.
Yeah, I was like, did you ask them why they do it?
They are playful. They're like 3-year-olds.
Do we not have a log piece
So I
that's
highly doubt
non-gridded?
because they hide themselves.
I mean, there's the African stick panel. Oh,
Wait,
what?
that one is
Is that new?
mind blown.
No, it's not.
Is it a mod?
Nope.
Wait, what?
That's.
It's definitely new.
It's
That
not.
has to be new.
I don't think it is.
I've
It's
never
definitely
seen
new.
that. Because I know about the enrichment item ones, but that's completely new. That's never been there before.
I don't know. I was just thinking, I'm like, I want like a gazebo, viewing gazebo,
I like it.
and it doesn't have to be super, you know, crazy. Just a little cool, and I can just kind of stretch it out a little bit.
Yeah, they slip some things in, like the tires for the Jeep. I
did
guarantee
notice that.
in.
I don't know if it's no.
2 updates ago. You guys are all lying.
2
You're all
updates
lying.
ago, I could believe that.
Is what? That was aquatic, right?
Because
Why did they-
I remember, like, I already checked everything that is new in this pack, and there was nothing about logs, other than the new logs, obviously.
No, I don't believe all of you. Nope, you all are lying.
I never use these benches. Again, this is me trying to force myself to use African pieces as they were intended.
Looks nice so far, though.
Yeah, I think the only thing is I want to stretch it a little bit more.
I would add some, like, support beams, like, from one side to the other, just so it has, like, yeah, just rotate it.
Oh yeah, no, I wasn't gonna keep them where they were.
Yeah.
When I was just like, well, if I'm gonna have the bench, then it only makes sense to
I like it.
cover that up. But now these things don't want to fucking Z fighting.
I still don't. I don't remember ever getting that piece. I feel like no one uses the log set anyway, so that's probably why.
Gotta think outside of the box, Leaf. Everyone
But I
else
don't want to
just
think.
everyone's making Morocco. I'm like, no, we need to make traditional safari. The other thing I was thinking of is I can just put this on Drew's showcase for the week. Since not many people upload blueprints anymore.
Just because y'all don't notice until now doesn't mean it's new. Here's
Bingo!
the thing.
Exactly! Yes!
Nope,
Exactly!
it's 100% new. I live in my own reality.
So do the people on the forums.
Good one.
Now I'm gonna get canceled.
I'm surprised I haven't been canceled yet.
Oh, you have. You just haven't gotten the word.
No, I haven't, but...
Oh, don't tell me. Can you not freely place benches?
Nope.
They have to snap?
Yeah.
No, position
I would just
snap.
move the whole thing.
Is there really no... Because I just want it a little bit moved up. But you're just saying just move the whole...
Yeah, just move that back a wee bit.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Well, I am sleepy.
Sleepy boy.
Just a sleepy little boy.
Want to know what I haven't done this entire time? Actually made it usable. So this is what I was saying about I do want a mud wallow. So, do you guys do this too? You don't like the wood, so you like cover up the wood?
Yep.
I do that like literally all the time. I gotta, you know, first you cover the whole thing with a little hill, and then you kind of dig out the mud.
Oh, look at that.
And then you gotta, discovered a little bit of wood. Can't have any of that. I kind of like that, like where it's like not a perfect circle.
Dig it.
Wonder what kind of soil heavy.
I wish some of those items matched the like terrain paints and the maps that you put
I'm
them
back.
down.
Yeah, because it's clearly meant
You
for
got
like
it.
the temperate map, but yeah. Logs.
Heck yeah.
I want some big ol' sturdy logs. I just don't know. Like, Australia, they have what I want, but not the right size. I'll try the habitat logs, but I don't know.
Just scale it. Wait.
Just scale it, dude. Cause... Tree. I don't want to like cover the habitat in.
Oh, there are some really nice logs in the nature section. If you type log or trunk, I think it might be.
Kind of like. Yeah, I'm liking that. These are a good little bush. I don't want to overdo it, but just sprinkle a little greenery into the corners. Just a little splash here and there. And then I want to do something here. I don't know what. Thinking some rock work. It's a nice little bit. What time did I start streaming?
8:10, so 2 hours ago.
Yeah, just about.
Oh, damn.
I guess 2:10 for you guys.
Yeah.
Time flies.
Monkey.
Monkey. I don't know what I want for dinner tonight.
I don't know what I want for dinner.
I kind of want Chipotle or Five Guys. I haven't had
Oh,
either.
Five Guys is a good choice.
I've never had Chipotle, but it looks so good.
It's fantastic.
And I love Mexican food.
There was one solid week in high school where my buddy worked at Chipotle, right? And he got those, like,
The best buddy.
treat yourself to a free Chipotle meal with this card. He gave me at least, like, 30 of them. So I went for dinner and lunch every single day for a good week. And it was the best week of my life.
You saved a lot of money. Chipotle's
Oh, yeah.
expensive. Or as my dad
Honestly-
calls it, Chipotle.
Oh god. My mom calls it AAA, so that's great. But like, it's not even that expensive from like, as long as you don't get any of the extra shit, which usually sometimes if I get it for myself, I don't even get. It's not a bad price, like $8 to $10. Pretty good.
Adding some roughness to these rocks.
It's looking sick.
Just thought I'd break it up a little bit.
Mm-hmm. You know what you should do? You should put some rhinos in.
That's a good
So
idea, because that's what I was
we
saying.
can
I was
see
like,
'em hop around.
amazingly, I haven't had, what's it called? I haven't, like, put down the, like, habitat at all.
Mm-hmm.
But the reason behind that is because I'm just going to do the whole thing null. And I'm just going to make sure animals don't escape. And then there you go.
Ooh.
Because I don't have to worry about barriers anymore.
Big brain.
And then inevitably, when they want to turn this into a lion habitat, it'll be perfectly good for one. Yeah, so watch. We will add some rhinos. Because I'm going to kill two birds with one stone right now. I'm going to literally build the null barrier that's going to go around the entire blueprint.
Smart move.
And then I'll do the barrier. Are pathways in blueprints now?
No.
They still aren't?
Nope.
That's a
They
shame.
never will be, I don't think.
You want blueprints? No.
Yeah. I could have sworn they were now.
Sadly. Nope.
That's a shame.
Unfortunately not.
So, here's what we'll do. Just for now, to get the rhinos into the habitat. And then I think we've discussed this. You're more of a, you're a caretaker person, right? I'm a vet person.
Yep.
Rhino.
Unbelievable.
So satisfying. We'll do two big males. Actually, I don't even know if they're big. They're actually rather small for rhinos, but... Okay, have you noticed this is like an issue lately?
Yeah, it's because they're not on the ground yet. Yeah.
No path to destination.
Yeah, okay.
Stupid.
Alright, and then I'm just gonna drop you into the habitat for now. There we go. It's a nice big area for the two of them. Let's see. What other things can I add? Because I want to add a little of rock work around.
I feel like more foliage outside the habitat will do it great.
Yeah. Water trough. I'll place one right by the entrance to the building if they want to go inside. Do we have any like tree rubbing pillars for them?
You can just cover it.
Yeah, you
Cover
can
it.
cover it, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause I kind of like that idea. I'm trying to think, like, what do I want a tree there? I'm trying to figure out, like, where I want to put that. Oh, look at this guy. I hate the, like, weird bubble thing that pops up. How much packer you have? What?
Yeah.
How much pepper you have?
I agree.
I second that. Just a little decoration around the watering hole. Watering hole in loose terms.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. Oh, they're taking a little dip. So yeah, I'm thinking gotta add a little bit of this detailing here. I'm keeping it simple.
Mm-hmm.
You best not. He's doing it. He's doing it. I knew it. I was gonna add foliage and stuff to block that from happening. Alright. We'll do some rock work. It's easiest.
Alright. I am getting kind of sleepy, so I think I'm just going to go relax for a little bit.
Alright.
Alrighty.
Yeah,
Thank
like I
you guys
said,
for
I'm
having me.
of course. I mean, like I said, I'm probably not gonna be too much longer. I just wanted to finish this up and then, you know.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Alright, see you guys later.
So yep.
See ya.
So let's see, because I do want to finish this up very soon. So at minimum, just want to get the. See, is it Duum or Doum? Like D-O-U or D-U-O?
Wait. What is?
The new palm trees.
I have no idea. Maybe we should
D-O-U.
ask. No, I'm not going to say that actually.
D-O-U.
D-O-U. Doom? Would it just be Doom?
I don't know. I say Doum, but yeah, I have no idea.
Let's ask Siri.
It's a nice little fun build, though. I haven't had one of these in a long time. What do we got? This is so cool. Thank you, Deborah. I appreciate it. Do let me know, because, you know, obviously, I'm losing an idea for conversation topics, which is never good. That's when I always know, like, you know, I gotta end streaming soon. But, you know, if you want me to answer any questions, do feel free to ask and stuff.
No.
Dome Pond. I really like those trees.
Doom.
Yeah. Like, I want like the two little ones right. Yeah, kind of like that. That looks nice.
Favorite animal in Planet Zoo?
Favorite animal in Planet Zoo? It's a good question.
That is a good question.
Because, like, obvious answer is, like, African elephant, just
The
generally.
elephant
but I
doesn't
don't
look
like
very
it.
good.
Yeah, exactly. But I don't like the elephant in Planet Zoo.
Yeah, it doesn't look.
And I don't like the lion in Planet Zoo. I do like the gorilla.
Yeah, it's not bad.
But I don't know. Yeah, it is kind of a tricky one. I'm not totally sure.
I don't think I have one. I don't know what it would be. Will this Safari Pack ever be released? Probably not.
Probably not at this point. No, like it will be at some point. It's just, it's in a weird state right now because obviously the major issue is obviously it just updated or like the game just updated and that kind of put a halt on the pack in general. But like it's tough because I could release the prop pack kind of whenever.
Yes.
The props are essentially done. What I've been waiting on, for the most part, was animals from people like Jen and stuff. And obviously now I am waiting on all 50 animals that was going to be in the pack. So previously it was like, oh, well, I'm waiting on like the last 10. Whatever. And like Leaf and I were like going to code the handful that I still needed to add, like the black and white rough lemur and African forest elephant and stuff. But for the most part, it was done. Now I'm in a weird state where I am waiting on everyone, and who knows if people are going to even be interested in updating all of their mods now. And so I'm thinking what I may do is just release the props separately with the trailer, and the animals will be TBD. I don't know if people are cool with that, or if they want all of it at once, in which case that'll be, you know, significantly delayed. So that's just kind of like, I'll be totally honest, like that's kind of where my mind's at, where it's like, it's either you deal with a longer delay and I get the animals and stuff, or I just release the props separately.
What do you plan on the next episode for Roger Williams?
So like I said, that's another thing I have to wait until where can they escape from? How do you think they're escaping? Do you think the trench isn't?
Are they escaping?
Yeah.
You know, we have a heat map and all.
Yeah, but the issue is they're not really escaping. They're escaping within the habitat boundary.
Oh, they're getting into the moat?
I don't know. I don't know if they're getting into the moat or if
Or are they just are they just gone?
Well, this is how I knew maybe it's that area.
Why can you not move it?
Sandbox, animal settings. Yeah, so they shouldn't even be able to escape, technically. Okay, so I already moved it, but clearly they're able to, yeah, because... Wait, how... Huh. How are they escaping? Because this is the area I want them in, so that's odd. I have no idea. No idea how they escaped. But let me throw a roof on this really quick, and I think I might just end it there. Just because, you know, what else do we have, really? I think I will do a vaguely North African roof. So I'll use some of these new pieces. I need to grab this plaster color. And then I like this roof, personally.
It does look cool.
My issue with it is, like, it doesn't actually line up. But I think what I have an idea in mind on what I want to do. So it's going to have this roof going around the whole thing. And then one more layer. And then the actual roof itself is going to be wood.
Yeah.
It's all part of the vision. And
Oh,
then,
the person with the kind of broken English was trying to ask, what DLCs do you have?
oh, all of them.
Yeah,
Yeah, I have all of the
I
DLCs.
think that's...
I feel like it's true for most content creators. I'd be surprised if any of them didn't. If any content creator doesn't have a specific DLC for whatever reason, frankly, hit me up, because I actually have some codes from Frontier that
Yeah.
because I want to do a giveaway for when I'm at 5,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
But obviously, like, if there was, someone, if Bold was like, yeah, for some reason I just don't have whatever, Australia or something, like, I'd be like, yeah, just take my code then. Now, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say most of my friends have all of them. It'd be weird if they didn't.
Yeah.
But, weirder things have happened. Like, as an example, a little thing that I wanted to talk about that I noticed. So, obviously, if anyone doesn't already own the game, Planet Zoo is on sale right now due to the Steam Summer Sale. Pretty standard, everyone's kind of, expected it, whatever. What's weird is the premium edition of the game is supposed to come with every single DLC in Planet Zoo, but instead, for whatever reason, it's missing, what's it called, like, it's missing the Australia DLC and the Deluxe. So, it's like it says, like, Planet Zoo the complete package or whatever, but it, like, doesn't actually have Australia in it, which I thought was a little shady.
That's weird.
Yeah, it is weird. So, like, it's a flat, like, $50, but the reality is it's not actually $50. It's, like, I think in total, like, $65. If you got, like, the Deluxe and the other thing separately. This is kind of a weird way of doing the roof, but
I like it.
Unorthodox piece to use, I should say. But it's got the exact texture I wanted for this roof. Kind of like a grimy little wood.
Yeah.
Little on the grunge side. Though I need to restart because it's not snapping properly.
Oh.
Oh.
You need aligned surface too.
Thank you.
Then just advance move it,
Yep, there we go. Because I was like, why is it not lining up correctly? That would do it. Yeah, because I kind of like that design, like, if you're from the top down view, you get that little bit of extra detailing, but
Yeah.
you wouldn't notice it from the ground level. That's pretty cool. Don't tell me that. There we go. So now, if I just frankly do this. This looks really cool.
It does.
Like I said, I think I took pieces that everyone else is using and just kind of making samey looking stuff, and I don't know. I feel like I might have gotten kind of my own unique spin. My only gripe with the way I did it is, like, obviously the wood texture looks kind of repeated. But, you know, whatever. Looks very repeated, actually, but whatevs.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
Planet 2 be like that.
Well, I think it's just because this piece in particular was not designed to be a, what's it called piece? Like
No, I don't know what it
like
was
a
meant for.
roof piece. Whatever it is, I enjoy it as a roof piece.
Yes. It is a nice roof piece.
Now I just gotta kind of nudge this a little bit, which means a little bit of Z fighting that I'm gonna have to get around. And then, I love the little rhino popping out.
Yeah.
Oh, did I forget to do the roof on this side? It appears so. And now I have to move this palm tree because it's going to bother me that it's slightly clipping into the building. Rhino Stampede. Let's see, just gotta kind of nudge this in just a little bit. And then I gotta do that little section, and then I think we'll be good. This is it's not a bad looking habitat.
No.
I was
Not
kind of
at all.
worried, because, like, I'm not the best builder usually, but it's definitely kind of nice looking. I just like building when you can just relax. You don't have to worry about, you know, anything crazy.
Yeah.
So let's just do this. Crocs is playing Planet Zoo, everyone.
Go.
I thought I disabled that. I like because that usually was like a huge issue with all of my like videos. Like my friends would always like pop in and out of games, and like I'd just see it constantly as I would be like in videos. And I got rid of it for a while. Like I rectified that problem, and then now it suddenly came back. I don't know if like when Steam updated, it like got rid of
It did.
my settings. Yeah,
It did for me too. I messed up some settings.
that's not fun.
Nope.
But whatever, you know, it is what it is. I'll just have to go back and change that manually. Alright, I noticed this a little bit. Just gotta feed this just a hair. And then for some reason this little row is poking out, but the rest wasn't for some reason. There we go. And yeah, that looks pretty good. So I'm just gonna leave it right there for now. We can look at the rhinos as they experience their new habitat. But thank you all for watching. As always, I'm going to shout out all of my Lion Rider members, so thank you all for coming by. So give me just a quick sec while I jump over to that. Almost at 4.3K. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Slowly but surely chugging along to the big 5K, where, like I said, I'm definitely going to be doing a big giveaway for that. But I would like to thank, as always, all of my members. So Jader TV, Mr. Marmello, Kimmy the Cobra, Abisto Flow, Andy, Lazy Otter, Vicky, Matthias, Casper, Tell, LB Edits, Genevieve, Acalix Andy, Leaf Productions, and Mark Agrella. Thank you all, as always, for supporting the channel. Currently leaders on longest time as a member. Mark Agrella's at 5 months, Leaf's at 5 months, Vicky's at 5 months, Andy's at 5 months, and Jader TV, 5 months. So you're all 1 month away from the big gold lion, I believe. So, cool. But thank you all for watching, and I hope you guys enjoy the video. I'll probably be turning this into a time-lapse eventually. But thank you, as always, and go subscribe to Crocs and Leaf, as always.
Yo.
See ya.
See ya.